Bonjour and welcome to this PR rendezvous number 90. For those who don't know me, I'm NATA from the NATA PR agency, and we're talking about PR again this week. And this is a really hot topic that I want to discuss with you today. And has public relation been replaced by social media? Has social media replaced public relations? The answer is no, my friends. No, it hasn't. It's like as TikTok replaced Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, the answer is no. So you see where I'm going? So it's another way of communicating through social media. And PR has evolved like any other profession linked to communication. So we are now what I love to call the best organic part of your marketing plan. So PR is your best organic part. Why? Because there's not even one proposal that we send out that doesn't include a social media part, an influencer part of our work, because it goes hand in hand, especially when you want to have organic mentions. What the buzzword now is authentic. So is everything authentic, real, and organic is the way to go. So PR is your best friend in the sense that we're able to generate these authentic mentions through influencers, TikTokers, Instagrammers, people on the web, and of course, journalists for free. Organic means you don't pay a journalist to talk about you. You don't pay sometimes an influencer because this influencer falls in love with your product. We are expert in doing this. We've been doing it for more than 10 years. So if you think that social media has replaced public relations, well, no, my friends, not at all. Another proof of that is that, well, I'm still there. I still manage NATA PR, the agency. And you need to know that all the major brands, I always say, well, look at what other successful companies do. What do they do? How do they work? It's really easy to find out. Look at how they are perceived and look on their social media platform. If you look at Google and you look in news, who's talking about them? All of them look for a PR agency in the market where they want to be present, where they want to expand their sales. But of course, it's not the only solution. This is not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is when you combine social media with PR, you have just there a lot of results. It's not the end. Publicity is another way to generate sales, of course. But if you want to increase your visibility, get known, get featured for free, public relations should be your friend, should be included in your marketing plan. And we're opening the door right now for the NATA PR School. So I talked to you about the NATA PR agency, but I also founded NATA PR School, which is a program, online program, where I teach you how to get featured for free. It's an amazing program. It's going to take you less than 2 hours per week, maybe even just one, and you will learn the basic and you will be able to generate results very quickly. Click on the link below. I'm going to put it after once I'm completing this live with you guys. So if you think about it, I don't know if you've heard about this other buzzword out there when you have these young marketing people and they talk about, well, we need a 360-degree strategy. What it means, it's simply we need to have different activations in our marketing plan. We need to be visible on different platforms. Of course, social media is one of them. But I know brands, and some of them have worked with us, and they are like selling tens of thousands, 20, 30 millions online is sometimes even more. But they have built, which is amazing, and it's completely fine if they only live with this, and I'm happy for them. But let's say they want to increase their visibility, reach out to new clients, because maybe one day these clients will fade out and maybe their product caters to another type of clients that aren't on the web all the time. And it's just that when you just are present on social media, it's exactly the same thing as if you were just present in traditional media and you're not on any social media platform. So you're cutting yourself from a large potential group of potential clients, of course. So it's the same thing when you don't do public relations. So what I'm just telling you here, it's not that one is better than the other one. No, you should combine those two together. And this is what I'm teaching at the NATA PR school. And I remember one of our clients that we have been working for maybe more than 10 years. And when Instagram became really was exploding, they were hoping that this would solve all their marketing issues and that, this was the solution, which made complete sense a few years back and this is when they decided to create their in-house digital marketing team, which is amazing and really smart. So they decided to, take whatever budget elsewhere they had to do that. But after a few years, they kind of realized, well, nobody else is talking about us. So we're kind of in this circuit, which they created their own, of course, community, which was great. But then it came back to us. They said, oh my God, we should have never stopped doing PR. And it was so interesting because it was a brand really loved, like a media darling, really. Media and influencers, really organic influencers loved them because, we could, in exchange of product, have them talk about the brand. And for a few years, nobody talked about them in, online, on websites, on those online magazines, because they weren't sending any information. We weren't working for them. Nobody replaced us. It was so interesting when we started sending out information again. Yes, a press release in their case, because it's still a useful tool. It's the number one tool of PR. So when we started sending information, images, products, we got so many positive comments and very interesting comments. From my point of view, there were some journalists, some fashion people, stylists. They were like, oh my God, we haven't heard about them for so long. And we thought maybe they had closed down, that they had disappeared. You need to understand that even if a journalist is talking about you quite a bit right now, if you stop communicating, if you cut the communication with these people, never send them any information again, they're so busy, especially the good ones. They're so crazy busy. If you don't, not in their, in front of them, if you don't send information, you just kind of disappear. They don't have the time, like in 20 years ago when they were doing tons of researches. They don't have the luxury to do that. So if you send them information, then you are in front of them, in front of their eyes. Otherwise, you're not, and you kind of disappear. So no, social media has not replaced public relations. And the other proof of that, well, I've been doing it for a long time, my friends. And I know we have a really bright future in front of us because we know how to generate organic visibility. So not paid visibility through influencers, through TikTokers, through journalists, still even today. And major brands, this is why I was telling you, look at successful brands. What are they doing? Or maybe you're tired to see, or you have this impression that your competitors is featured everywhere and you're not. What are they doing? I suspect they're doing PR. So if you have any questions, please come to us. I'm opening the door of our school, the NATA PR school, which is a very accessible program. If you have any questions, I'm easy to find. You go on our website, natapr.com, and I'm there to answer any questions you may have. And if you want to learn PR, the basics of PR, you'll have such a great advantage over your competitors. And I'll teach you in less than 2 hours a week how to generate results, how to get featured for free. So hopefully, this little PR break, you've learned something, because this is why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to share my knowledge, and hopefully you'll be joining me next week. À la semaine prochaine.